my neighbors. Tennis taught me how to breathe. It taught me how to lead with calmness, and just how to respect the process. So it became a pillar of knowing that if I do something over and over again, I already knew this, but doing it in adulthood was completely different. So knowing that I can still put those same discipline, those same habits in place that will create my destiny, and I want more of that. I'm going towards that. I'm going towards that feeling. Refine me. Now I know how to lose weight and how to gain weight and how my body reacts. That's another thing. Knowing your bodies, which is motherhood, because it made me get in touch with my body. When I had my second child, I decided I didn't want to go to the hospital. I wanted to have a natural birth, water birth. She was our love child, and I wanted her to be as pure as possible. I didn't start drinking till I got married, which was like 32. What did I used to say? Just high on life. Just lived high on life. Just happy to be. Motherhood refined me even more. It forced me to be patient, compassionate, consistent. It gave me somebody to love, though, and that was so easy for me to nurture my children and love on them and kiss on them and teach them. I learned how to love through action and create peace for my children, and even though I didn't have it yet for myself. So now I have sacred boundaries. I have things that I do and things that I don't do. Things that I'm working on not doing and improving and working towards perfection. Progress, not perfection, is one of my quotes that I love. I don't know who came up with it, but a scripture that I like to lean on is Deuteronomy 11:11. The promised land and the promises of His sacred right here live. My thought on my sacred boundaries. Only ears pierced, no tattoos, modest adornment, clean speech, no cursing, a quiet spirit. Those are my fruits. And then I have a little humor here and there. And I do this because it has kept me. It's kept me preserved. It's kept me at peace for the most part. And I haven't had any real regrets about piercings or tattoos. I see people get them all the time. I love them. If it's something that God says not to do, and it's already things that I'm doing that not healthy, it's not the healthiest, then I will sacrifice that. That's a sacrifice, okay, for me. Another sacrifice that I have is I promise God if I were to become a singer, it would only be to praise His name and to uplift Him. So even though as a child I wanted to sing, I knew that I would only be singing His praises for Him if I wanted to do it as a profession. And every experience has taught me foster care, motherhood, tennis, entrepreneurship. It has taught me to protect myself. It's taught me integrity, and it's taught me self-mastery and divine femininity. Wisdom. It's not weakness, it's wisdom wrapped up in grace. So I don't walk in validation. I do like affirmation, but I walk in vocation. When a woman submits to divine order, you're unstoppable. That's my freedom story. Okay. I forgot to mention, I'm also celibate. I've been chaste since 2018. Become celibate, gone without having sex. It's not hard. It's hard to not talk about the topic because a lot of people love talking about it. I learned to not do it. Not to share my body, which saves you a lot of headache. I learned at a young age. I had good brothers and I had bad brothers. Just really taught me to be very hyper aware of subliminal cues that are red flags that helps me identify if this guy is a good guy or a bad guy without the guy ever saying a thing. I'm looking just at him and observing him and knowing this. Listening to him, of course, hearing his voice and seeing how he talks to other people. But super observant about that type of thing. And having that experience, if you know what I mean, caused me to develop early. So I developed at a very like age 9, my monthly. I think I always had it because I remember being in school and I would look at the Caucasian girls and how their pants would go straight up their back, and just how mine would poke out in the back and it would never be flat, and I would have to wear a belt. So I think I already had that. So I was very attractive, which put my mom on overprotective mode, because I was very developed at a very young age. So a lot of this that you see is just based off of my genetics, my regimen and discipline, and supplements, because I've had COVID 3 times. Now, as a child, we took a lot of antibiotics too, and because of that, that's why our system, I believe, is so resilient. That's why I'm so strong now. But COVID, it wiped a lot of that strength. It took a lot of my strength away during that period, and I had it back to back twice in 1 year. Needed to rebuild my immune system. My gut health was poor, and being depressed and just going through it. Just being honest with you. So if you look up here, I have my supplements, and okay, supplements. Singular is the company that I chose. It's a holistic, high quality ingredients. It tastes amazing. You put this in water, you mix it, you mix the prebiotic, the probiotic. You just take that with the collagen and the trim stick, and that is what brought me back. So yes, I'm sacrificing a lot of things, but it's not, to me, it's just my normal, the default. Grounding myself in God, being disciplined, and being resilient. And then, I don't know if I'm looking at the camera. Y'all forgive me if I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at myself, but I'm not looking at you all. So the other thing I wanted to tell you all is make sure, the other thing I would say is to listen to your body. You're the only one who really can tune in and know what's going on. You can explain it to the doctor and they can guess, but you know. And this is something that was taught to us as well as children, because my mother had arthritis and she was always aching and in pain, and she would explain how the pain would start and how she would cut it off before it began. Let me just dive into that for a second. I'm gonna keep this going and I can cut it, just make it a little longer. But yeah, so listening to your body lets you tune into what's in pain. So whatever is in pain, that's what you need to target. If your back is hurting, if your shoulder's hurting, if you've been sitting too long, like my neck gets super tight right here in the back, and you have to like do something to loosen it up. You can't just let it continue to hurt. So if you're not in touch with your body, you're not going to really know how to fix yourself. And over the years, I learned how to fix myself. I learned how to cope with the stress. For the most part, I'm still learning some things to make myself better, but yeah, when I feel anxious, I go for a walk. When like I'm feeling now, like when I wake up I feel like I'm sluggish, I'm gonna take my supplements. I'm gonna go sit out in the sun and get some sun, natural sun. I'm gonna drink black coffee, get some black coffee. I only have a cup somewhere. It's empty, but I'm gonna go get some. This black coffee, it's not the greatest for your teeth, but I need it in this season. So that's what we're drinking. Sleep. Sleep. This season is all about rest. 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 And you combine all those good. Brain, body, brand. So today I fasted. Wasn't trying to, but I had a lot to do. And now we can wash our face. First, let me show you my progress as well. We created a YouTube channel called Lofi Dream Escapes, which helps me rest. That's one of my disciplines, my self-care routines.